So thanks for all the presentations. I think in terms of all the professionalism, it has been like going through like a lot of details in terms of like GDP, taxation, everything. So maybe we can share something about ourselves first, who we are. So we're all from Hong Kong. So Kaki and I are also from Hong Kong. So I think for the Hong Kong side, we also have a bun physically in Hong Kong. So if you have any questions like after the presentation or meeting, feel free to come to us like online WeChat or like physically like to meet a bun in Hong Kong. So maybe we talk about our company profile first, and then like to make it, we try to make it more entertaining, so more interactive, and then like we want to share more like the culture, the living environment in Cambodia. Not just talking about like those professionalism. We'll talk about from maybe a commercial perspective, like the experience on like how we do business in Cambodia to make it more like interesting.
Yeah, and how we live in Cambodia.
Yes.
What's our life are. Yes. Okay, yes, go on. So we are GCC, Golden Cambodia Century. What it means is the golden time in Cambodia, we build our century together. Okay? So here we go, this is our team, this is me. Yeah. And this is the headquarters which we're staying here, right here.
Yes.
Yeah. In Phnom Penh. And this is one of our showroom. Later on, we will show all the projects that we are doing now. Yeah. Okay. So this is our construction. Yes, this is a structure. So what we are doing in Cambodia, so we have different sectors. Yeah, zoom in. We have different sector. So first of all, we have finance, and we have real estate development, real estate services, IT, media, medical, catering, entertainment, and our social responsibility as well. So so you will see this structure is pretty complicated, but no worry, we can go down.
Maybe we can talk a little bit more on this page.
Oh, okay.
So we come to Cambodia since like 2015. So basically the first time we come here, like Kaki and myself, like we don't know much about Cambodia by that time, but we have been traveling to different places in Southeast Asia. So we have been to Vietnam, Thai, Myanmar, Laos, Japan, Malaysia, Singapore, basically like around Southeast Asia. First time we come to Cambodia by 2015, like you back to the time in 2015, you basically don't see anything in Cambodia. In Phnom Penh or Selo View, it's like a village still, but you can't even like find like big condo or high rise there. But since like all years, like 6 to 7 years like development up till now, you see like we have like 5 projects like in Phnom Penh and 1 project in Selo View. So we'll talk about this like later on, show you the pictures.
Yes.
But instead of like, our culture is a bit different than all else Cambodia community is like. Right now, within like 6 to 7 years of experience, we try to like do real estate projects, not just like vertically, but also like we extend this like to horizontally. So it's something like, in Hong Kong, I think everyone knows Lee Ka-sing or 就是常识 Hutchison, and then so what they're doing is just like a conglomerate. So right now we rank ourselves as like one of the largest conglomerates in Cambodia. So not just real estate. So we have like other supporting services like catering. So we have the best hot pot in Cambodia. We have 7 Hong Kong restaurants here. We have cake shop, Singapore Baguette, Japanese restaurants. We also have like medical services, entertainment business, but most importantly, we also do a lot of like social responsibility, the GC Care.
Yeah.
Even yesterday, we also working together with the government, the Hong Sen family, to set up a Hong Sen Care as well.
Yeah.
So we want to like contribute a lot of things like back to Cambodia. I would say, the reason I want to say this is like, we consider Cambodia is like our second home. So we have our family in Hong Kong. So both Kaki and I, we got family, we got our wife and our kids in Hong Kong, but we have been like living in Cambodia for more than like 6 to 7 years. Like within the last 2 years, we didn't even go back to Hong Kong. So we want to let the investors and also the people know that Cambodia is a very attractive place to us. My team, from the very beginning, we only got like 3 to 4 persons like coming to Cambodia to do site visiting. And right now we have more than 3,000 employees around the globe. So you can see we also have branches, not just Cambodia, we have branches in Hong Kong, we have branches in Japan, We have branches in China, Nanjing, and Shenzhen. We also extend this to Macau and also Singapore this year and also early next year. So we want to the key objectives of doing this is we want to promote Cambodia to be a better place to live in and also to invest in for all the people around the world. And then by 2023, I think some people I talked about this before. By 2023, the Southeast Asia game, we call it the SEA game, the Olympic game will come to Cambodia. It will be a very, very attractive place. And then later on we'll talk about this our what we do here, and then anything further, and then we can talk more.
Yeah. So here we go. This is me, Ricky, and our executive director. Go on. This is our team.
Yeah. Quickly screen through what we do. Yeah.
Go through them.
So this is one of our projects, topping out already. We will hand over this year. It's the CEO Condo project, and then the team's company event.
So this is our site map of our branches around Asia. So this is our fund, expert in finance.
So we have GC fund, our GC credit. So the fund size that we handle right now is more than $3 billion US. Mainly invest in Cambodia and also in real estate side. This is our sales and marketing team. So GC Empire is our internal sales and marketing team for all our projects. And then we have the biggest sales agency company called GC Realty. Yeah. So right now in Cambodia, the sales agency workforce is around 2,000 to 2,500. Right now, from direct and indirect channels, so we have more than 1,500 supporting our company and also our affiliates. So which is very successful cases in Cambodia. Other than real estate side, so other than finance, one of the key topics is the GC Tech. We do a lot of IT developments. We do the real estate platform, which is very successful in Hong Kong, and then we also bring this to Cambodia. Other than this, we also work a lot of IT projects together with the government. Some of the pipelines will be the facial recognition projects with the government, and then the IT gateway, which will be working together with the immigration department and also the Ministry of Interior.
Yeah, this is our room right now. This is a GC Design. It's a design and build company. So Lecky is the architect and Ivan is responsible for the internal design. So all our project basically is through our own team and built by our own.
We have a very different thinking from other real estate developers. So from the very beginning in terms of acquiring land, buying land. So right now our land reserve is more than 3,000 hectares. So from buying land, we do basically sightseeing every single land by ourselves. So the first land that we buy is basically not in the city center. We probably take 2 to 3 hours or even 4 hours drive from the city center, and then to see the land, which you can't see nothing. You can't see anything. Yeah. And but right now we get used to it. So from buying land to our sales and marketing team, or even for every single project, we do sales and marketing for preparation work for more than 1 year before we actually roll out the project. And then we have our own design and construction team, and then we have our own property management team. So from 0 to 100, it's basically we can handle this internally. Because the reason why, because it's we want to ensure the quality is the best. Because we strongly believe the home that we gave to the customer is for their living. That's exactly the culture why we are doing this. Media company. We have our own internal media company as well to do marketing. In Phnom Penh, you see a lot of billboards. It's actually owned by us. And then different advertisement.
Yeah. Catering. Yeah, catering. As we said before, we have 7 Hong Kong restaurants around Phnom Penh. I think everyone come to Phnom Penh, they had our Hong Kong restaurant before. Yeah.
And then don't underestimate the price in Phnom Penh.
Yeah.
I can say the price in our Hong Kong restaurant is basically the same to the Hong Kong restaurant in Hong Kong.
Maybe even more expensive.
Yeah, maybe more expensive. Per person, you expect per person spending will be around $10 US dollar, I would say.
10, yeah.
What is included is a fried rice with some
standard Hong Kong meal.
Yeah, standard Hong Kong meal fried rice and iced lemon tea.
Yeah.
And then
cannot see.
$10.
Yeah. So it's okay. So this is a hot pot. We have the finest hot pot cuisine in Phnom Penh, and also we have Singapore Bak Kut Teh. Yeah, and this is our shopping mall. Yeah, recently we acquired the access. So now it's one of the most famous shopping mall and with the best location in Phnom Penh.
And also within that district, right now we design. So if you're from Hong Kong, then you know Lan Kwai Fong in Hong Kong and Soho, the district, right?
Yeah.
So once you enter the Lan Kwai Fong, so it's basically a real estate project. But once you in Central, so everyone is like very stressed, right? You work in the office, but once you enter Lan Kwai Fong, this is the entertainment places where you can feel relaxed and leisure, and then you can spend your time at night time with your friends. This is exactly the same idea we bring from Hong Kong to Cambodia. So instead of just having a one single shopping mall, right now we're turning the name to be like Soho Mall, and then the other side area we also preparing and planning it to be to be called the whole district, to be exactly the same thing like Lan Kwai Fong. So once you get into the district, you don't see any like cars, so we'll be like walking distance, and then a walking area, and then you see all the pubs and all the bars, and then it's a place full of like entertainment. And then once you come to Phnom Penh, you will see this. We're trying to link the whole places, also called Lan Kwai Fong or the Soho. So either one. Yeah, this is the entertainment clubs that we also operate. So EDM is one of the famous one in local.
It's the biggest. It's the biggest club in Cambodia.
Japanese restaurants, kabukiku. We bring the idea from the Japanese concept to also to Phnom Penh.
It's full every day, is packed. Yeah. So as we said before, as we introduced us before, we have a Greater Bay Area Cambodia Association. So we are cooperating with MOI, Government of Interior.
Ministry of Interior.
Ministry of Interior. They are fully supporting us. So in Hong Kong, we are Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
Yeah. So
we also set up, so working together with government, so to anchor with like what Kaki saying inside. So normally a association in Cambodia is registered under Foreign Affairs. So we are the only one who register under Ministry of Interior. Two reasons behind. First thing is like both Kaki and myself, we are the advisor at the Ministry of Interior. So we basically like a government official to represent Cambodia and to promote Cambodia. Second thing is like the reason why we put the association under Ministry of Interior is we want to make this like more officially government to government level. So one of the key missions that we are going to roll out, and sooner or later you will see a lot like promotion by Cambodia side, is we want to have like the second home scheme to encourage people to come to Cambodia to invest and to live in, and to a certain extent you can convert the status to have like green card or like even have passport. So this is the scheme that we are rolling out. You will hopefully see this like end of this year. It was something like Malaysia, something like in Thailand or in Taiwan. This is the key objective of like what we do in the Greater Bay Area Cambodia Association. And then in Hong Kong, this is the first Chamber of Commerce that we set up from the government side. So you will see also like Greater Bay Area Cambodia Chamber of Commerce in Hong Kong. For more details, Apan can share more like maybe in Hong Kong side physically. So medical, this is the GC care that we also helping the Cambodia side, the local people to support those in need in terms of like students or elderly or poor people. This is our office in Hong Kong, and then China, and also Japan.
Yeah, so we show up our development currently.
Some of the projects. So 5 projects in Phnom Penh. So Beret Nadi is one of the very attractive projects and very successful project in Phnom Penh at Choi Chu Hua, road number 6, near the National Stadium. So if you come to Phnom Penh, if you join the SEA Game, the Southeast Asia Game, right next to it, around 5 minutes walk, 5 minutes drive, you will see Beret Nadi. And then phase 1.1 is under construction. And then over the last 8 months, we sold out the entire phase 1.1, 250 units, very successful cases in Phnom Penh during the COVID time. CEO condo in front of like Batok High School Olympic area is the first, it's basically our first project. So it's the 5-star hotel project. It's something equivalent to Rosewood standard. If you come to Phnom Penh, you see normally the first hotel you go is Rosewood. It's the best hotel right now in Phnom Penh, and then this is exactly the 5-star standard that includes office, hotel, retail, it's a mixture use of condo project. We are going to hand over this like first half next year.
So this is a traditional market project. So we're offering over 4,000 shops, and it's located in a very good location on Russian Road, just in front of the Ministry of Commerce. Yeah, so this is a hot-selling project in Cambodia. Yes. We're selling over 1,000 units within 3-4 months. Yeah, so this is with the architect of Khmer style. Is really attractive for the locals. So this is another project in Saigon. Cielo View. This is 100 hectares land of our 2,400 hectares land. So basically what we do is we are doing horse racing, a golf course, and the first phase of 100 hectares land for Lost South.
And also like instead of having real estate projects, so in Cambodia, if you come and live in Cambodia, trust me, you also bring your families. So we are targeting people like within like in the age of like 25 to 45 or even 50s. But when you bring your family, it's like education is one of the most important things that you have to consider, right? In Cambodia, you'll find there's a lot of like international schools. You have ISTP, you have Canadian International School, you have Northbridge, Southbridge, North Anglia, or all these big names, international schools. Instead of having like, but in terms of like UK education, it's still like not very widely included. So you have Canadian, you have like European style. So that's why we're bringing Kent College. Kent College is one of the very big name in the UK, from kindergarten to primary school and also to high school. So it's going to, so we got a franchise and it's going to like roll out starting from this year. And by 2023, you will see Kent College also like next to our projects. So the Thames Park City is basically full of education elements, including the University of Cambodia, hospitals, Kent College, Kisania, all the education elements. So this is basically some of the introduction of GCC. Reason why we talk about GCC is because like GCC not just a real estate company, but also including everything in daily life in Cambodia. And as what we said, we love Cambodia a lot. And then this is the idea where for the last 2 years, we even don't have a chance to go back to Hong Kong and just keep staying in Cambodia, just to make sure that Cambodia is to be a very quick place for people to live in and to invest in.
Yeah. Yes. So we've been living here for a very long time now. So I think I'm half of Khmer, or maybe as a Khmer Chinese. Yeah, I think I'm having a lot of drinks with Tom as well.
Also Ross.
And Ross, they're all my brothers. Yes. Yeah, so Cambodia is a small world actually, but it's very dynamic. It's full of opportunity. Yeah.
I'm Cambodian also. Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, we're going to have a drink next week, right? Right?
Yeah.
Well, welcome you all to Cambodia. And if anything we can help, give us a call or email to us or whatsoever, or to go to our central, if it's in Hong Kong, can go to central Aban office. Yeah, we will help you out in all dimensions.
Yes, I think we can share some good news about Cambodia recently. So thanks for the support of the Prime Minister. So Cambodia actually opened up the country on since like 18 this month. So if you come to Cambodia, before you need like 14 days quarantine. Right now, if you have invitation, so it can reduce to like 3 days quarantine. So welcome everyone like from Hong Kong or else like outside Cambodia to come and visit Cambodia. If it's like 3 days quarantine, trust me, it's worth than like everything to have a sightseeing, a tour in Phnom Penh or in Sihanoukville. I would advise you to maybe stay for like at least 1 week to 2 weeks time.
Yeah.
So you can see like how the actual development from Phnom Penh, and then you can visit like different professional parties like Tom and Rod. They're very professional.
Yeah.
If you have anything, come to them. And then for projects, for drinks, for entertainment, come to me. And I will show you like a different style, like long pant, like different scale view. We can know
I can do that also. Jorge.
yeah. Trust me. Like so, even if you go to like Cambodia, don't forget to go to the islands. For the islands is one of the best places like
In the
I would say,
world.
in the world.
In the world.
It's a world class, beautiful with the sun, sea, the beach, everything. It's fantastic.
It's
Don't
better
miss
better
that.
than Fiji.
Yes.
I was in Fiji before. It's better than Fiji. Seriously.
Okay. So any questions from the audience side or from Hong Kong side that want us to share more about Cambodia, and then I'm happy to address all the questions.
Yeah. Any question? Yeah.